All right, Jordan. One of the Clemson greats has officially called it a football career, retiring from the Los Angeles Chargers, where he spent majority of his career, and that is none other than Mike Williams. This dude lives rent free in every South Carolina fan's head. This guy lives rent free in every Alabama fan's head because of that final drive that brought home the first national title in 30 years or whatever it was. Mike Williams, one of the greats, man. Tough guy. Just a fun guy to watch. Go up and get any ball. You get it in vicinity of Mike Williams, he's going to go up and get it, regardless of without regard, I should say, to his body or what is going to happen to him after he catches the ball. One of my favorite wide receivers of all time at Clemson. He's in a long list of great wide receivers at Clemson, but he is certainly well within that list of great ones to ever lace it up for the Tigers. So your thoughts on Mike Williams? Had a great career at Clemson, also had a very good career in the NFL. But your kind of thoughts on his retirement and, just kind of showing him some love for all the stuff that he did for Clemson and obviously representing us well in the NFL during his career as well.
Yeah, it was very somber just seeing that news would come on my feed. Today it kind of puts things in perspective. I mean, not just that he's retiring, but he was in the league 8 years, man. Like it's crazy. It's been that long. It doesn't. We're getting old.
Mike Williams been gone from Clemson that long?
Jeez. Yeah, man. It's
crazy.
It's crazy. It feels like he was, just here. And he's had a full career, way longer than most have. It puts things in perspective. But I think for his career, I think he had a outstanding career, especially given the circumstances, the injuries he dealt with over the years.
Yeah.
To be one of the more productive wide receivers in the league for a good long time. I mean, it says a lot. I'm just, it's sad because it's going to be. I'm not used to him not being in the league and being one of the top receivers in the game, and you're not going to see him. And just reminiscing over his time at Clemson, obviously one of the best to ever do it. It's bar none. I mean, one of the most fun players to watch at Clemson. Just just his knack to come down with any catch,
any ball.
It was a cheat code. I mean, especially with Watson throwing him the ball. I mean, it was phenomenal. And I wish he could have had his. It felt like his career was short. When he was here, obviously, just because he spent most of the year, most of his sophomore year gone. When he had that neck injury. So. It felt like he was here and gone in an instant, and now it feels like his career has come and gone in an instant. Even though it's been between those 2 years, it's been 11 years. Those two careers, it's been 11 years, and it makes you feel old. Makes you feel as a man. That's one of he's one of the greats, and now he's calling it quits. I mean, I'm interested to see what his next step is. Maybe hey, listen, if you want to bring him back into the fold, if he ever wants to come back, I won't be against that. Give him something to do.
Yeah.
I'd be down with it. I mean, he's a state of South Carolina kid, and
there's always jobs within the Clemson football program and the facility down there that he could obviously do.
Yeah, if he wants to.
If he wants to. Who knows what his plans are? But he's certainly one of the greats, man. I didn't expect this news. I don't know, like, if I just didn't hear something, but this was pretty unexpected, I think, by all parties involved, including the LA Chargers, I think.
Yeah.
But obviously he's shutting it down for, some reason. And obviously it's the injuries that really shortened Mike Williams' career. I mean, I truly think that he could have been a Hall of Fame guy if injuries didn't shorten his career and kind of compromise his body, both at Clemson and in the NFL as well. So, but he did have a great career at Clemson. He had a great career in the NFL. Nothing to be ashamed of. 8 years in the NFL is a feat that not very many people achieve. Finishing his Clemson career with 2,700 yards and finishing his NFL career with over 5,100 yards. So that's a feat in and of itself. Favorite plays from Mike Williams. The one that's constantly on repeat in my mind is the play where Deshaun Watson throws it across the middle, and that poor Carolina DB jumps on his back and just had no idea that he was about to go for a ride all the way to the end zone.
Man.
One of my favorite plays from Mike Williams, obviously, of that 2016 season. And then you think of the huge grab in that final drive in the national championship. They got finished off with Hunter Renfrow catching the touchdown pass, but when he goes up on the sideline and just kind of one hands and snatches that ball out of the air, without that play, Clemson doesn't get down there with the opportunity to score a touchdown, right?
Yeah, man.
So that's one example of how pivotal he was in that Clemson offense, and how much of a big deal he was, and pretty much unguardable, because there's nothing the DB could have done in either of those situations that I just mentioned. Just those two plays alone, that they could have done any differently. It was just the will of Mike Williams to complete those plays. So I'm excited for him because I hope that he's at peace with his decision. I hope he wasn't forced into this decision. I hope it was, like every other NFL player or professional athlete, you hope that they get to decide when they shut it down and they're not forced to. So hopefully this was his decision. He came to the realization that he was done. And I wish him well for whatever he's going to do after. If it's coming back home to Tiger Town, hey, we welcome him with open arms. If it's something else, I wish him well in that as well. But just want to, I don't know that he'll ever see this video, but thank him for the very fond memories that he gave all of us Clemson Tiger fans.
Yeah, certainly a favorite of mine. And just interested to see what his next step in life is, and what he chooses to do. But hey, if he wants to come back and to Clemson in some capacity, that hey, look, I'm all for it. So
all for it.
It's been an interesting week for Clemson receivers, because obviously yesterday Justin Ross got waived by the Chiefs, so kind of a somber day for the wide receiver days of Clemson. But I obviously Justin's story certainly was honestly a more extreme version of Mike's in a lot of ways. And
that was you didn't know if he was going to be able to play football. And then, obviously went and had that surgery and, came back, but never really, pre-neck injury, Justin Ross was unstoppable. And he's never kind of been able to regain himself since that injury. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, listen, he got his opportunity. He got his opportunity in the league, and
like I said, he, even as much as he's been kind of bounced around a little bit and on practice squad and then on the game squad or on the 52-man roster, he's been bounced around a couple times. He's had a longer NFL career than a lot of players, than most players. So nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah. So shout out to Mike Williams. And best of luck in retirement. And hey, it's Tiger Town is always home, and he's always got a place here.
Always welcome. Doors always open. No doubt about that.
We're not spokespeople for the program, but I'm sure they feel the same way.
Yeah. I guarantee you Dabo would find something for Mike Williams to do if he called. No doubt about that. I feel very confident in that.